Right, so we're going to be looking at some comments today on an aspect of the Fallout 76 fandom who I think if they want to criticize me through my comments for the video I'm making, what's happening, I think they're open for criticism too. And while I won't be too condescending depending on how condescending that person is, I think the underlying issue with this game is a lot of consumers don't realize that companies should not be allowed to release products this broken. And Bethesda have taken advantage of everybody's generosity for too long of being the good guy company, and that's the problem. I don't take my hours back on Fallout 76. A lot of people think that I came to a conclusion that I hated the game after what I know. I want to see this game. I want to see Fallout 76 become the game that we were promised. I want to see it grow and have it maybe turn around in the future. While I am absolutely delighted that they took a hit in terms of us expressing how we feel about them releasing a game this broken, this badly damaged, I am happy about that, but I don't wish for all the people at the company to lose their jobs and whatnot because of the game, because some people actually genuinely liked working on it. But some of these comments are, I feel like people are purposely trying to avoid the actual issues that we are all trying to express on this bandwagon of trending against Fallout 76. As a lot of people put it, without all this crap, they won't be able to grow from it, so we need to keep at them to get them to grow. That's the main thing here, to get 76 to what it could be. A lot of people like living a simple life where they ignore things like this and that, and that's understandable. A lot of people work hard, they come home, want to play their game, but there's a lot of young people and old people who don't, and just want to blatantly ignore what people are trying to tell them and ignore the fact that criticism and negativity are two completely different things. And what I'm doing now is going to criticize some of the comments. I won't necessarily answer back to each one because I think some of them are wasted and completely answering back to because they don't see the proper issue. Like this first one I'll show you. I'll go over with you, I'll tell you about it, but I'm not going to give any underlying thing to try and change this person's opinion. If you enjoy the game, you're enjoying playing the game, that's fine, but you need to accept the game is going to have criticism thrown against it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to look at some of these, which they wanted to leave on my video, and we're going to have a little bit of an analysis. So let's get into it. So, I might put some comments together and some other stuff to speed it along. It won't take too long. This video should be pretty short. But I kind of just want to outline what the problems are at the moment that some people don't seem to see. As I said before, I myself gave the game a fair chance and afterwards accepted that I was wrong that the game would sell as well, because I didn't expect Bethesda to release it that broken. And again, I don't take back my hours. But we'll start with good old Halo Archivist here when I picked out his comment earlier today. He says, "This is what you get when it's a trend to hate Fallout. I very much like it and understand as a consumer why there are no NPCs. Griefing." Now, I could sit here and list out to you guys the 1 million problems with the sentence, "I very much like it and understand as a consumer why there are no NPCs." I don't think I need to, because Halo Archivist has it down. Griefing is obviously why we as consumers are annoyed at the moment. It's a fan service, a multiplayer-based Fallout, and Bethesda's first attempt at it. Yeah, their first terrible attempt. Everybody is open for criticism. When you guys are making 5 to 15 minute videos, not to mention the editing and rendering time, this is time out of your day that you're putting up your words on a website in the hopes of making money off a trend. Isn't that how YouTube works, Halo Archivist? Of course. But I didn't realize that until I read this comment, so thank you. I never knew that's what I was doing. Everyone I know who has it in real life, even people I work with whom I have political differences with, all of us like it and play it together. So just stop now. You know what, Halo Archivist? I won't criticize you because I am the one being criticized today. I have taken your wisdom and I will not go against it. Obviously, the problem with us consumers is the griefing. That's obvious. The one thing wrong with the game is griefing. When I shoot friends in Fallout 76, I can instantly engage in PvP battle. That's obviously what's happening. Griefing is obviously the problem with this game. But that's only one comment. One wise person in the Fallout fandom. We'll try another one. This one says, by Milkman, another one of those clickbait videos. Oh, well, I don't really know how to criticize this comment other than you clicked on it. You got baited. It's a video. Christopher Quillen says, "Thank you for making me never want to subscribe to your channel. Your opinion sucks. Don't play beta if you can't handle it." Two things on this. One, it's not an opinion, it's criticism. Everybody's entitled to it. On the factor of turning it into an opinion and saying it sucks, at least I put forward logic instead of saying something sucks. And then on the don't play the beta if you can't handle it, I wasn't playing the beta. I was playing the full released game. So I don't know what you're doing, Christopher. I think Christopher stole that time machine Obsidian stole to copy Fallout 4. You know that one? Gregory Gonzalez says, all I got from this YouTuber's reaction video, it's not a reaction video, it was criticism, but okay, is that he really loved the game before, and now that everybody is hating on the game, he's going with the popular demand. Gregory, in my video, I stated that I had stopped playing the game for 2 or 3 days. I had not picked it up, and when I came across the video, through all the frustration I felt on why I couldn't pick up the game, I realized from watching this other YouTuber's video, is that I just found it boring. That's what I said in the video. It wasn't a reaction. I was just giving criticism, Gregory. Diego Elias Valakivi, if I pronounced her name right, says, God, another whiny bitch. I think people who turn criticism videos into you're a whiny bitch kind of thing, it tends to be a simple man's way of defining they can't handle the logic of actual criticism, so they reduce it to whining. Now this one's a bit more lighthearted. AJ Lightbearer says, you've already put in 200 plus hours into the game, ? That's over 14 hours a day, 7 days a week. Remember AJ, I also mentioned that I had played the beta, and if anyone watching my streams will also know that's how I put in the total 200 hours. Since I focus primarily on BGS games, I kind of wanted to hard focus on this game too, hence why I got to 200 hours. I would find that much exposure to anything boring and indeed exhausting. Again, it's my job. Maybe you should actually find something productive to do with your time, rather than assuming your extreme exposure to the game is a problem with the game itself. See, he had me until here. Until here, he made sense, and I could come into a common ground with this man. But then he had to go and insult what I do with my free time. It's alright, AJ. One of these days, we'll all try and understand why I put 200 hours into this game. Now, to be fair, some of these aren't all bad. I think it's more just they misunderstand and didn't really want to think too much into it because they're enjoying playing the game. Jason Fisher says, it's an MMO. Jason, I see this around a lot. Fallout 76 has some features which are similar to an MMO style kind of thing, but it's so far from an MMO it's not even funny. It would be insulting to call this game an MMO. It's an online survival game. That's the genre it defines itself under. But then he goes on to say, just like you said once, your friends stopped playing, it got boring. What I said was they moved on to do other things. The interests were taken at more current things they were getting involved in. My brother was playing Pokemon and my friend was playing Overwatch. Pokemon just got released and Overwatch had a free weekend or some shit, so he was playing that and I picked them two to primarily play with. It really is set up to play with friends and team up. I agree, yes, but from the great words of Todd the Hod Howdler, he said at E3 himself that you can play this game solo. So that isn't actually an argument anyone can use since they're the words from the creative director on the game itself. Let's throw in a nice one here by Jeremiah Zeller. He says, yeah, I was gonna get it, and my wife goes, are you sure? It's getting horrible reviews. I don't think I could buy it and not feel remorse at this point, especially when my friends play so sporadically. You know, this is a man with a wise woman. I like this guy. Silver Platinum says, I love this game. I don't get why everyone hates on it. You're allowed to love and enjoy the game if it's having fun, but again, saying something like I don't get why everyone hates on it, like, yeah, you do. You're commenting on this video. You watch the videos, you listen. Unless you are purposely avoiding the internet at all costs, everybody understands why everyone hates on this game at the moment. If you're not happy about it, that people are giving criticism on its actions, then that's understandable, but you can like the game, but still understand why it's not a good product to ship out in the condition it was in. I just think this is one of those cases where I don't really understand how this person doesn't know why everyone hates it since it's so painfully obvious. Brad Thomas goes on to say, super tired of being recommended an endless stream of Fallout 76 raped my father and murdered my mother videos. What? This is so over the top for a comment on people who are giving criticism on a terrible product in the consumer market. The game was released buggy, Brad, so that's why people are complaining about it, and YouTubers have a certain set of power where they can influence sales on a game and save you your money on broken products, and that's what people are trying to do. He goes on to say, I get you don't like it. I never said I don't like it. This is the thing. I said I found it boring on my own after I had no one to play with that I chose to play with because I want to play these games alone. I love playing them alone. I don't like playing with people. I just happened to for the first time play it on my own after playing with my brother and friend, and I found it boring. But he goes on to say, I still like the concept. I like the Fallout gameplay and want to try it out. That's entirely okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But what you're getting recommended in YouTube from you looking at Fallout 76 stuff, so of course you're going to be recommended videos like this, is you're going to get recommended videos like this. If you don't want to watch them, don't click onto them. That's what I say to most people who don't want to watch certain content. Oh look, another intelligent comment by Dylan Fabi. Blah blah blah. Cry cry. The game is so buggy and unfinished. Blah blah blah. It have been 5 months since released. In brackets out of beta. Oh wait, the game is still in beta. Dylan, the game isn't still in beta. It's been released. What? Obscure Element says it's not a flop. It was said that this game is going to grow before it even came out. All developers say games are going to grow before they come out. It's common knowledge. We were told in June when E3 was around, it's not defeat or defending, it's being excited over something that will grow over time. People that hate this game in its early stages just need to be patient. I actually answered this comment in a polite, mannerly way. I'll put up the conversation we had, and I gave up because this human being does not actually understand why having to wait for a game to get better and having patience is a terrible thing when you've paid $60 for a full-priced game to come out working. Like I made it clear in the comments to him before I gave up the debate as quick as it started, you don't buy a brand new car only to find out it's broke, but someone will come and fix it in 6 months. It's the same with a game. There's no other logic to it. This one is very similar to the last one. KingCaz12 says, is there seriously not a single NPC in the game? It's not that there's no NPCs in the game, it's that there's no human characters or ghouls to engage with. Only robots and holotapes. Because that appears to be what you're suggesting. Yeah, that's what everybody is suggesting. I wanted to say that maybe people should give it time, because this, again, just like the last one, you don't pay this much money for something with promises to be told that 6 months down the line, when other games are out, that you're going to have to come back to get your money's worth. That's not how it works at all. Bethesda's other MMO, ESO, wasn't exactly good at launch either, but damn, does this game not have anything going for it unlike that game. Here's the thing, it's not an MMO. I don't know who started this trend of calling Fallout 76 an MMO. This assumption that open world, there's a few people in a server, it's an MMO. That's not what an MMO is defined as. It's an online survival game. They're extremely different niches. I just wish more people knew the differences between the actual genres that we're talking about. And the idea that ESO wasn't good at launch, that I agree with, 100%, cool. And I'd say a lot of the people playing ESO now are very grateful that it did. But it's just a lot of money to pay for something that's not working, and people are getting sick and tired of it with game companies. It's been riling up for years and years now. Logical Man Dan W says, clickbait video, getting sick of the backlash you're getting from the sounds of it. No friends, haha. I'm just to represent the point here. The like to dislike ratio on my video is pretty, you know, I'm pretty solid and happy about it. I don't know what this backlash he's talking about is. And the no friends thing, Dan W is a wise man. Mr. Osu, I don't know how to pronounce that, says you probably don't feel like playing because you play 200 plus hours. That's not the case at all. I have played so many games for way more than that. It's more I was just talking about the experience of being alone. That was the problem. Daniel Katz says, I was so excited when this was announced. Weren't we all, Daniel? Now I'm severely depressed that this is what my YouTube recommendations are flooded with. Sadly, the reality is, even if there's a segment of us that don't want to see all this hate, this is the only way to convince companies how we want stuff done, and that is with our wallets. Nomad J says, such a shame. Another sheep jumping on the bandwagon. Nomad, there's no bandwagon. The game has released broken, but I'd rather be a sheep jumping on a bandwagon to fix a company than a shill who defends a broken one. St. Bridget 5 says, when you tried to be bottom to Todd Howard, but you're losing viewers and subs because you defended this game. Again, to represent my point, not to flaunt or anything, but here's a picture of my social blade in these last 7 days exactly from the video that you're commenting on, St. Bridget. I am losing so much. Please help. You know, I actually don't think there's any part of my body which feels I need to explain this comment to anyone. The only part I want to point out is the last few words of him saying that these videos have proven to be fake videos. You got me, guys. It's a fake video. Fallout 76 isn't actually broken, and it just works. So that's pretty much it for the ones I've picked out. I don't really know how else to explain about most of the things I did. I think I debunked it as fast as I could. If you like the game, good on you. The game is broken, and at $60, games like this shouldn't be sold. A lot of this is people just neglecting others' opinions. Again, there's people who are going against it who are being dickheads to the people who like it, and there's people who are liking it who are being dickheads to the people who don't like it. You're never going to find a midline with anything here, but the best thing to do is try and respect each other, and probably not be like half of the people who commented in the comments I showed here. But keep an open minded for future games and stuff like that, and just, you know, keep at them to fix the broken game, and hopefully next time they'll get it right. But that's pretty much it. These are the comments all done, and I wish you all have a fucking great day. I hope it's a entertaining experience, whatever you plan on doing this Wednesday night, and I'll see you fuckers later.